People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American Dream.
Today we are at Kai Simone Winery just outside of San Antonio, Texas, where we'll try a couple of bottles of wine and give you a tour of this amazing space. I'm your host, Mark Harris. Let's check it out. So I'm here at Kai Simone Winery with Dr. Sheila Adams. She is the founder and owner of this amazing space. We're going to try some great wine selections, and then we're going to talk a bit more about, how this all came to fruition. So.
All right.
All right. So what do we got first that we're trying?
All right. We're going to start off with the white wine, and we have a traditional Chardonnay. Okay. So let's try that first, and I've already poured it for you. So now this one was made on site. So it's a steel Chardonnay, which means it's made in our steel tank, and we don't oak our Chardonnay. So it's gonna be more fruit forward. Okay. You're going to get more fruit notes or citrus notes, light citrus. Okay. But it's real light, it's crisp, it's an easy wine to drink, so.
Yeah, thank you, this is really good. So tell me, how did this all come to fruition? Like, how did it start from a thought and a dream to made manifest?
Well, I was in the service for over 28 years, and I knew when I was planning to retire many years before that, when I was on active duty, that I wanted to do something different, only because I was afforded the opportunity to retire young. Okay. So I didn't know it was going to be a winery, but I was diligent about saving and investing to plan to open like a brick and mortar business. And the biggest motivation for me moving toward the wine industry was I liked the idea that you could really kind of finesse your own kind of business model. Okay. So that's why I'm only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I didn't want to work a lot, but I wanted to work and I wanted to do something enjoyable and that you could still do well. Let's see, so the next one we have, this is our Texas Cabernet. Okay. Our Texas Cabernet, we've won lots of awards. So in the last 6 years, we've won over 60 awards. So we pretty much started the competitions when we opened because we were already starting to make wine.
That's very nice.
So this is a very nice cab. We've won lots of awards for this particular cab. Why. It's got a gorgeous color. Yeah. And so typically you explain the color of the wine the same as you explain like diamonds and stones and things like that. It's a kind of a natural thing to do. Like
clarity and,
Yeah.
So this is where you start the process, right? Where you begin the process of making these wines that go into the barrels and all of that. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So can you show us the next step of the process, like where the barrels go? I
usually have all my grapes crushed. So they bring them in and we put them in the tank. Okay. And then we make the wine. We start fermenting, and that's based off of what yeast we want to use and how we process the wine. Okay. And we use we use mostly all natural ingredients. We don't have like a natural or a vegan seal, but everything we use is pretty natural. So now I pretty much make all the wine, food, but I have a wine consultant that also used to be my winemaker to make sure that we do everything right and that the wine holds up in the bottle, and we have a great premium product.
All right, so now that we've seen kind of where it's all made and sealed and all of that, and this is a place that you store it, what do you call it?
This is our barrel cellar, so this is pretty much where we age all of our red wine.
Okay.
So we don't age any white wine here as of yet, but we do tend to age all of our red wines.
Okay, and so how long do you guys barrel your wines here before you're bottling them?
A minimum of 2 years.
Okay, so you've been around for 6 years. You have these really cool things like Music Under the Stars going on periodically with live music, and so people can enjoy the hill country. What's the thing that you're most excited about the future? Like, where do you see this going?
Well, the future is what we are looking at scaling our business, and I'm looking at trying to acquire another property to do something in the city where we can kind of sell our product, our wine in the city as as the city starts to grow and build up. We want to be a part of that venture. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that something like that can happen. And we also do events here. So we do private wine tasting and tours, and we do private events, and we do private artisan classes as well.
So I've always liked this place. It always felt like someone inviting you into their home. Always felt welcome, and it feels very much like that today. And so I thank you. I congratulate you on all your success, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Okay, well, thank you for coming out and giving us the opportunity to share what we do here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed your behind-the-scenes look at this hidden San Antonio gem. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hello, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your Dallas host, JB Hayes, and today we are south of downtown Dallas in a historic district known as the Cedars, or the South Side. We're going to take a tour of a historic building that was built in the early 1900s for Sears Roebuck and Company to be their distribution center. Now it houses artists and apartments for residents, it has small businesses, and it is a great space for people who are living the American dream. Today, we're going to take a tour of Southside on Lamar and meet one of its artists and residents, Erica Thornton. We're also going to check out some of the small businesses that are living the American dream. Let's go see. In 1906, Chicago-based Sears Roebuck and Company opened a small office in Dallas. Sears became so successful, in 1913, they expanded into a 9-story building. It eventually served as one of the largest distribution centers for Sears, shipping goods to customers and stores across the Southwest United States. The building ceased operations as a Sears distribution center in the 1980s and reopened in 2000 as Southside on Lamar, featuring 457 loft apartments, a library, a vintage theater, galleries, offices, and retail spaces like Spark and the Opening Bell Coffee Shop. The Opening Bell Coffee Shop offers a variety of coffee and pastries, sandwiches, soup, and such 7 days a week. Spark is a nonprofit that provides children a creative space to spark their imagination. Spark offers hands-on learning experiences through various types of programming that allow children the safe space to realize their true creative potential. Spark's decor is filled with vibrant colors and elements like Coca-Cola cans that are turned into colorful butterflies, designed by the children artists. Now we're going to check out Artist Till Death Studios.
Hey,
Hi,
dude.
Erica.
Hi. How are you doing?
Great. Let's see your place. Well, thank you for having us in your studio today. I would love for you to tell everybody about what you guys create.
So we create a little bit of everything. My husband does body paint and airbrush work. And this is also where I've been working on a massive 40-foot piece. And let's go take a look.
Wow. So how many panels are out here?
Out here right now is 20. So this is one wall. And I have it deconstructed so I can show you kind of what it looks like before we put them together. This is going to be the sunrise wall. It's everything that's important to Midland and Odessa, from Friday Night Lights to Chris Kyle to their museums and their Stonehenge, and everything that is Midland and Odessa is in these 40 feet.
That's amazing. How large is each panel?
Each panel is 4 feet by 10 feet.
Well, this is very large. I mean, you would fill a very large room.
Yes, I'm very thankful for this atrium space that I can work in.
Erica, thank you so much for showing us your studio and this great project that you've been working on for over a year and a half. And if you want to check out this mural, you want to go to the museum in Odessa. Thank you for taking a tour of Southside on Lamar with me today and meeting the artists and the small businesses that are making their piece of history and living the American dream. I'm your host, JB Hayes. Until next time.
Hi everyone, I'm Patricia Bunzigir with American Dream TV. Today we are visiting Stone Hollow, one of the builders in DFW. It's a team of husband and wife, Ryan and Tim, and we're here in Nevada, Texas, trying to find out what they're doing. They're not just building homes, but they're building communities and bringing family together. Let's go. Tammy and Ryan, thank you so much for having us here today. So can you please tell us how this team came together in building arena, because we don't see this a lot. At least I haven't seen it. So you guys, it's an honor to be with you guys. So honestly, so if you can tell us a little bit more about it.
Stone Hollow started 15 years ago. Been in the business total for about 25 years. Met a ton of amazing people in this business and helped a lot of homeowners. One of the sad things that I did see when I was in the industry was there were a lot of customers that had negative construction experiences. I knew that wasn't necessarily the way things had to be. We could do better. And so Stone Hollow was basically come up with the idea of how can we take care of our customers better? How can we give them more for their dollar? How can we create a situation where they have nicer communities? How can we create a situation that they don't dread building a home? And we have been very, very fortunate. We have a lot of amazing people that work for us. That is really the most important part of our business, is the caliber of employees that we have. They create the experience, they create the homes. They're the ones who help our customers. And still to this day, how do we take care of people? And how do we make their experience positive?
This is amazing, it's amazing. So now, in terms of community, I know you have a lot of community outreach. That's when I was actually connected to you from far. There's anything that you bring or you have in mind that you give back into the community through the whole process with Stone Hollow, or even personally?
We always want to help other people. And so it starts, I think, with us as a couple first, but then also allowing the people that work for us. So we give back, we match anything that our employees do up to a certain amount because they have their own passions, where I have my own passions. We always, in the communities that we go to, we try to somehow make a bond with them, mainly through education, previously from the education world. And so we always find ways to donate and support the schools, because that's the center usually of the community.
Correct.
Especially the small communities that we come into. And the homes that we're building more than likely have children in them. And so we always give back for that. Another passion of ours were veterans, or is veterans. And so we searched several years trying to find a way to give back to that. This past year, we did build a home for a wounded veteran and gave away one of our acre products in Van Osteen.
Yeah.
And that was probably a more humbling experience for us and more life-changing experience for us than it was for that family.
Correct.
Because just to meet the people we met and the experience that we had, and to give back that was very little to what they've given to us. And then we've worked hand in hand with Samaritan Inn, homeless shelter in McKinney. that tries to help people, that they know, just like you said, we all have challenges, and so how can we help them overcome that challenge? And we've helped furnish several of their homes that are stepping stones to just help people along the way.
We are just like you. We are the same. You know, we come from middle-class background. We went to college. We were married in college. We were broke. We lived in houses that honestly were not fit for human occupancy because that's all we could afford. And somehow through all of those situations, she always made the house feel welcoming, feel like a home. We've lived in 14 homes. Most of them, almost every one of them, is not near as nice as this. We also understand the importance of making that home feel welcoming and how important home is. It is where your family is built. It is where your life is led. It's one of the most important places that you ever have in this world.
There's one thing I want to disclose though. Through COVID, you may not know this. We're building and we're selling like crazy. And we always have estimate like, material is gonna go up. Therefore, we have to do this extra amount or whatever. Stone Hollow was the only phone call I received throughout COVID. They say, Patricia, remember your client who's building? Actually, we're gonna refund the money because we end up buying material at a lower price. I was blown away. Thank you for visiting with me today. I was here in Nevada, Texas with Tammy and Ryan Stone Hollow Homes. I'm Patricia Bunzigier, host of American Dream TV. Until next time, au revoir.
Power, full throttle. It's this adrenaline that drives a racetrack and inspires Texas home builders to create amazing estates. Join us as we tour one of these estates as soon as we get done with this racetrack, because the need for speed is real. At the American Dream today, come watch us. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. All right, we are here with Josh Jenny, racetrack manager for the Extreme Experience at MSR Houston. Tell us a little bit more about the Extreme Experience.
Extreme Experience is based out of Chicago. You can see we have a bunch of tractor trailers around here. We load up about 25, 30 cars at a time, and we do 50 or so events at around 40 different tracks in 30 or so states nationwide. So
who can participate, and what is it that you do here that is so thrilling?
So what's great about our program is just about anybody can get on track. Most states it's just 12 years old or older to be able to ride as a passenger. And then to get behind the wheel of one of our 7 different supercars, you just have to be 18 years or older. And it's a great opportunity for people to get a chance to drive cars that they normally would be just lucky to see passing by on the highway.
So not only can they drive, but they can also tour and sit on the passenger side as an experience, correct?
That is correct. So after going through a short classroom where you learn the fundamentals about driving a supercar on track, you can go for a ride with one of our finest instructors in our Dodge Charger Hellcats.
I was able to go in as a passenger, and then I also got to drive, and it was amazing. I don't know what to say.
It's thrilling, right?
Yeah, I mean, the smile on my face tells it all.
Right.
Here we are coming out of this amazing machine. This was the most awesome experience ever. Everybody's got to try this. MSR Houston, guys, coming to you live on the American Dream. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and that means the way we live and play. Buckle up as we go from 0 to 100 on the racetrack, and then check out how people live in elegance. From the moment you approach the private gated entrance, every detail demands your attention. Step through the grand double iron doors and into a home that defines sophistication. A sweeping spiral staircase greets you with an architectural drama, while walls of windows flood the space with natural light. Every corner of this residence was designed for entertaining, a true celebration of life's biggest wins. In the kitchen, a chef's masterpiece. Whether you're an aspiring cook or a culinary pro, this space is built to impress, with sleek countertops, high-end appliances, and a layout made for unforgettable gathering. And when it's time to unwind, the primary suite takes luxury to the next level. Spa-inspired, serene, and truly fit for a star. From the expansive wall-through shower to the deep soaking tub, every detail whispers relaxation and refinement. From the sparkling pool to the elegant patio, this is where evenings turn into memories. This home delivers a perfect balance of comfort and class. Y'all know that I love dogs, so this is my ideal home. Check this out. What I love about this space is it's ready for 4 dogs. You've got AC, you got lights, it's already taken care of. Then the dogs have a way to get out from the back. This is just unbelievable. Fast cars, fine homes, and a little bit of Texas sass. That's how we do luxury. Thank you for joining me. I welcome you to come see me again on another episode. My name is Rena Seidel. This is The American Dream.
Monica Valadez with the American Dream TV. And today we'll be visiting 2 San Antonio destinations, Comanche Lookout Park, where nature and history come together, and the Arium, a unique studio where mindfulness and movement come to life. San Antonio is full of hidden gems that blend both history and a healthy lifestyle. Comanche Lookout Park is one of those places. Once used as a lookout point by Native American tribes, it's become one of the most beautiful outdoor viewing spots around. With scenic trails and beautiful views, it's a perfect spot to come visit for a hike, a jog, or simply to take in some fresh air. Let's head on to the Arium, a one-of-a-kind place where fitness meets creativity. With aerial workouts and mindfulness classes, it's the perfect place to lift your body and your spirit. It's a unique community where San Antonians can stay active in a whole new way. I'm here with Claudia Torkelson, co-owner of the Arium, and thank you so much for meeting with me today. I'm just so excited to talk to you about the art of aerial acrobats. And can you just tell me a little bit about the art and also how you got started?
Well, aerial is an amazing sport. There are so many different apparatuses. We have lyras and silks and slings, and there's pole. There's all kinds of different things you can try. I got started in 2018, and I had already been an athlete and just wanted to try something new. And I had the opportunity to try a class with one of my friends, and we just loved it. And so it just kind of went on from there. I just became obsessed with it, and I had the opportunity to open my own studio after 2020, and we've been here for about 3.5 years.
So tell me, how does the Arium spread good vibes and positivity here in San Antonio?
Well, we like to be very inclusive. We have tons of classes for all age groups and all abilities. And we put on shows throughout the year at the Carver. And we've also created a pre-professional program for students that want more and they can get out in the community and just do performances for the community. We also have a children's aerial company, and we collaborate with the Children's Ballet of San Antonio twice a year, and we provide entertainment for children and adults all over the city, and we really love that.
What age range would you say that your students are in?
Most of them start, our youngest class starts at 5. So we have like a 5 to 10-year-old class, and then we have a teen class, and then we have our adult classes.
So have you had an experience where a student has come in just to try things out and then walked away totally transformed?
We get a lot of students that come in and just really love aerial. They get so passionate and excited. They sign up for, they want to try all the classes. And sometimes they come in with their kids and the kids are doing the class and the adults end up wanting to do it too.
Hilarious. Yeah. I love that. Running something like this can't be easy. So how do you stay motivated for your students?
Well, we feel like our studio is like a sanctuary, and we feel like everybody should just leave their problems outside the door and they come in and just focus on enjoying themselves and getting a great experience. And we try to provide that for our students.
Well, that's perfect. So you recently experienced a bit of a setback with this studio. Can you elaborate on that and what you've done to help move forward?
Well, we had some flooding damage a couple of months ago. We're still working through that and getting things repaired. But we are lucky to have another studio that we are working out of right now temporarily, and that way clients are not missing any classes. We're trying to keep everybody consistent, and we're really excited to reopen. Hopefully next month we'll be able to get everybody back in here and have a big party.
Oh, that sounds like a great plan. That's wonderful. Today's journey reminds me that the American dream is not just about where we live, but how we live. From the beauty of Comanche Lookout Park to the creative energy of the area, San Antonio is full of places to lift your mind, your body, and your spirit. I'm Monica Valadez, and this is the American Dream. I'll see you next time.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American dream.